Afrochella is like a drug now.
It's like a drug. People, my friends, all of my friends want to come to Afrochella. They're like, Dee, you're going to stay there through December, through the year? I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I got to go home. But I love it here. And I'm glad people are starting to appreciate Africa for what it is, to realize that they can come back home wherever that home is.
Okay.
So their first stop, even if it's Ghana,
Right.
it's a good stop.
Yeah.
I, myself, when I first came to Africa in 2006, I was actually coming for the inauguration of Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf
In Liberia.
in Liberia. But I stopped here first because I wanted my very first stop to be in Ghana, stayed, it's funny, 2 days in Ghana, and then I went on to the inauguration. I just thought about that. So I'm good for 2 days in Ghana.
Okay.
So I stayed 2 days
Before you...
and went on over
Well,
to
why
Ghana.
was it so important that your first step on the continent be in
Because
Ghana?
I had heard more about Ghana than any of the other places in
Okay.
Africa at that point. And some of my different professors that I had over the years, you know, they were Ghanaian, and I just like, that's gonna be my stop.
Okay.
And when I got off the plane, that heat hit me, and it wasn't a heat that I was accustomed to, but I also felt the presence that I was at home.
Yeah.
Of my ancestors, so I felt I'm home. And so
See, those of us, we born and raised in Ghana, I will never know what it's like when I land in Ghana. What's it really like for someone like you reconnecting to the continent for the first time?
it feels like the missing piece is there. It feels like God has brought us full circle so you can come back to the place, or at least to the continent from which you originated. So it's, you know your home. But for many of us in America, we know we come from Africa, but we may not know Africa where. It could be Sierra Leone, it could be Ghana, it could be Nigeria, it could be, DRC or Togo, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Unless you do your ancestry. And even then, it can't always pinpoint where you're from. So that feeling is like, you finally feel like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, this is home, and you know it because it's something within us that just lets us know this is it.
Yeah.
You're home.
Have you done yours? The
I have
ancestry?
done my ancestry. So mine is, complex. I have more DRC, more Congo, Togo, Benin, and Nigeria. It's all tied. So I'm like, I don't even know what that means. So I don't know if one of my, great-great-grandparents is from the Congo, and then the other ones are from Nigeria, but it's kind of Togo.
I spoke to a sister who also lives in Atlanta. Her name Gayla Ferry.
I know Gayla.
Gayla, yeah.
I know Gayla.
Gayla, yeah.
Look at that.
Yes, we spoke, and she is of the opinion that, like someone like you, with different countries, your ancestry came back from. You should be able to have access to citizenship in those countries. What's your take?
I agree. So I really think that because of what the atrocities of slavery, and us really having no real home of our own, whichever way our ancestry shows up, those countries should afford dual citizenship. Because I honestly don't believe that it's okay for Africans to come to America and get dual citizenship and not have to give up their citizenship, but we can't come do it here.
Especially when you're actually rooted from here.
I don't like it. But what I do like is what Sierra Leone is doing. They're like, if you have percentage of blood that belongs to Sierra Leone, we're going to give you your dual citizenship.
Okay.
So I think that the other countries need to follow suit.
So the next question, because the ancestry, it gives you a variety of countries, not just one. Question is, should you have access to all of them, or should you choose one?
I think you should have access to at least 2 or 3 because of our lineage. Your paternal family may be one, and your maternal family might be something else based on what happened to you. Like many of you, like let's say if your father was from Nigeria, but your mother was from Ghana, you'd be able to have both.
Right.
So I think whichever ones are at the top, you should be able to figure out.
Right. Well, we're going to go on a quick break, but before we do, the final question is, I used to be in restaurants back in the States, and I'm used to, when someone comes to your restaurant, you want to find out what the experience is. If I gave you checklists of what you experience, you've come to Ghana, this is your 3rd trip, right? What's the experience like?
I would say that I love the people, and it's easy breezy. When I go to other countries, well, let's say for instance Nigeria, the hustle and bustle, it's a lot. So,
Yeah.
but when you come to Ghana, it's like you're coming home, you're just relaxing, and the people are genuine, and it's not a lot of pretentious things going on. It's just welcoming.
What
And
should we work on?
I think infrastructure needs a little bit more work.
Okay.
But overall, I think that the year of the return really has put
Ghana.
Ghana on the map.
Very good.